Have you ever wondered how much untapped potential you possess? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? And yet, it's one we so often overlook. Each one of us is a powerhouse of potential, a unique blend of talents, skills, and abilities just waiting to be tapped into. Imagine for a moment a vast ocean. This ocean is not made up of water, but of human potential. It's boundless, limitless, as deep and as wide as the imagination can stretch. Each wave represents a talent yet to be discovered, a skill yet to be honed, a dream yet to be realized. It's a breathtaking concept, isn't it? And this ocean, this vast expanse of potential, it resides within each and every one of us. Now think about the word potential. It's derived from the Latin potentia, meaning power. And that's exactly what it is. It's a power, a force, a kind of energy that's inherent within us. It's not something that's bestowed upon a lucky few. No, it's something that we all possess. Every individual, regardless of their background, their circumstances, their experiences, has this reservoir of potential within them. But here's the thing. This potential, it's not just about what we can do. It's about who we can be. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about stepping into our true power and realizing our dreams. It's about harnessing our unique set of talents and skills and using them to create a life of success and fulfillment. And the most exciting part? This potential is not fixed. It's not a finite resource that we use up over time. It's dynamic, it's ever-evolving, it grows with us, changes with us, adapts with us. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement, a journey that never really ends. So let's take a moment to ponder this. Let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer magnitude of the potential that lies within us. Imagine what we could achieve if we unlocked even a fraction of this potential. What does success mean to you? This simple question can yield a myriad of responses. From the high-powered executive whose idea of success is a corner office, to the artist for whom success is the freedom to create, to the parent who measures success by the happiness and well-being of their children. Each of us have our own unique perception of success, and that's perfectly fine. Success is highly subjective. It's a personal concept that varies greatly from person to person, shaped by our experiences, values, dreams, and the society we live in. For some, success may be equated with wealth, fame, or power, while others might see it as achieving personal goals, finding happiness, or making a positive impact in the world. The list is endless, and that's the beauty of it. The important thing to remember is that there is no one-size-fits-all definition of success. It's not about conforming to societal norms or expectations or comparing ourselves to others. It's about defining what success means to us as individuals. It's about setting our own goals, following our own path, and living our own lives according to our own rules. One of the key steps to achieving success is to define it for yourself. What are your dreams? What are your values? What makes you happy? What do you want to achieve in life? Once you've figured out your own definition of success, you can start working towards it. You can set your own goals, make a plan, and start taking steps towards achieving those goals. Remember, success is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about reaching a specific point or achieving a specific goal, but about the journey you take to get there. It's about the lessons you learn, the challenges you overcome, the growth you experience, and the person you become along the way. So don't let anyone else define success for you. Don't let society dictate what you should achieve or how you should live your life. Define your own success, follow your own path, and live your own life. Because success, after all, is a personal journey, not a universal destination. What if I told you that science has a lot to say about your potential? Intriguing, isn't it? Well, it's true. Our understanding of human potential has been revolutionized by the advent of brain research and the discovery of neuroplasticity. That's a fancy term, but what it means is that our brains have the remarkable ability to reorganize themselves by forming new neural connections throughout our lives. So, let's break it down. Imagine your brain as a bustling city, with highways and byways of neural pathways. These are the routes your thoughts take, the patterns they follow. Each time you learn something new, a new route is established. The more you use that route, the stronger it becomes. That's why practice is so crucial in mastering a skill. You're literally strengthening the neural pathways in your brain. Now here's the really fascinating part. Your brain isn't just capable of creating new pathways, it can also prune away the ones that aren't being used. It's like a gardener, trimming back the overgrown hedges to make room for new growth. This is why it's so important to keep learning and challenging yourself. If you're not pushing your brain to grow, it's going to start pruning. But neuroplasticity isn't just about learning new skills, it's also about adaptation. Our brains are incredibly resilient. They can rewire themselves to compensate for injury or disease. They can adapt to new environments, new challenges, and new experiences. This is why we're capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for. We're not fixed in our abilities, we're constantly evolving. So what does all this mean for you and your potential? It means that your potential is not a fixed entity. It's not a static, unchangeable thing. It's dynamic, it's adaptable, it's capable of growth and change. Your potential is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. In essence, your brain is a living, breathing testament to your potential. Every thought you have, every skill you learn, every challenge you overcome is shaping and reshaping your brain. And in turn, it's shaping and reshaping your potential. But remember, just like a muscle, your potential needs to be exercised. It needs to be challenged. It needs to be nurtured. Don't let your brain prune away your potential because you're not using it. Keep learning, keep growing, keep pushing yourself. Your brain is ready and waiting to rise to the challenge. So if you ever find yourself doubting your abilities, just remember this. Your brain is literally wired for growth and adaptation. It's designed to learn, to change, and to overcome. So don't limit yourself. Don't put a cap on your potential. You're capable of so much more than you think. Our brains are wired for growth and adaptation. That's the science of human potential. So how do we tap into this vast reservoir of potential within us? This question is at the heart of personal growth and success. The answer lies in three key strategies: self-awareness, goal setting, and continuous learning. Let's start with self-awareness. Imagine you're a ship in a vast ocean. You're capable of going anywhere, doing anything, but without a compass, you're simply adrift. Self-awareness is that compass. It's about knowing who you are, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, embracing your passions and acknowledging your fears. It's about taking a good hard look in the mirror and saying, "This is me, this is who I am." But self-awareness is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that requires introspection and honesty. It means being open to feedback, even when it's hard to hear. It means being willing to change, to grow, to evolve. It's about constantly asking yourself, who am I? What do I want? What do I value? These questions are not easy, but they're essential. They're the starting point of your journey to unleashing your potential. The next step is goal setting. Now that you know who you are and what you want, it's time to chart a course. Goal setting is about turning your dreams into reality. It's about setting clear, specific, achievable targets that align with your values and passions. It's about creating a roadmap to success. But goal setting is not just about the destination, it's also about the journey. It's about breaking down big, audacious goals into smaller, manageable steps. It's about celebrating small victories along the way. It's about learning from failures and setbacks. It's about staying focused and committed even when the going gets tough. It's about constantly asking yourself, what's my next step? What's my plan? How am I progressing? The final strategy is continuous learning. Unleashing your potential is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about constantly seeking new knowledge, new skills, new experiences. It's about being curious, being open-minded, being adaptable. It's about embracing change, embracing challenges, embracing uncertainty. Continuous learning is about more than just acquiring information. It's about transforming information into wisdom. It's about learning from mistakes, from successes, from others. It's about learning to see the world from different perspectives. It's about learning to think critically, to solve problems, to make decisions. It's about constantly asking yourself, what can I learn? How can I improve? How can I grow? Unleashing your potential is a journey of self-discovery, goal-setting, and constant learning. It's about knowing yourself, knowing your dreams, and knowing how to make those dreams a reality. It's about being proactive, being persistent, being resilient. It's about being the best version of yourself, not just for you, but for the world. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you ready to unleash your potential? What stands in the way of us and our full potential? Often it's not external factors, but internal ones. Fear, self-doubt, and a lack of motivation. These are common obstacles that can hinder our progress. Let's start with fear. It's a basic human emotion, but it can be crippling if we let it control us. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears can keep us stuck in our comfort zones, preventing us from taking the risks necessary for growth and success. But the truth is, fear is just a feeling. It's not a prophecy or a verdict. It's a signal that we're stepping into the unfamiliar, and that's where growth happens. So instead of running away from fear, we need to learn to lean into it. Embrace it as a sign that you're pushing your boundaries, that you're growing. Next is self-doubt, the little voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough. You can't do it." This voice can be paralyzing, but remember, it doesn't speak the truth. It's just a reflection of our insecurities, not our capabilities. To overcome self-doubt, start by acknowledging it. Don't try to ignore it or push it away. Instead, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? More often than not, you'll find that it's not. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths, your achievements, and your potential. And then there's lack of motivation. We all have days when we just don't feel like doing anything. But remember, motivation is not a prerequisite for action. In fact, it's often the other way around. Action precedes motivation. When you start doing something, no matter how small, you'll find that motivation follows. So don't wait for motivation to strike. Start with a small step, like setting a goal for the day, or even just getting out of bed. The momentum will build up, and soon you'll find yourself moving forward. Overcoming these obstacles is not easy, but it's not impossible either. The key is to stay focused on your path to success. Keep your eyes on the prize. Remind yourself of your goals, your dreams, and your potential. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your dreams, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe in your power to overcome, your power to grow, and your power to succeed. Remember, obstacles are not roadblocks. They're stepping stones. They're opportunities for growth, for learning, for resilience. They're a part of the journey to success, not detours. So don't let them discourage you. Instead, let them inspire you. Let them push you to become the best version of yourself. The journey to success is filled with obstacles, but every obstacle presents an opportunity for growth. Embrace them, overcome them, and keep moving forward, because the view from the top is worth every step of the climb. How can a life coach guide you on your journey to success? This question brings us to the heart of our sixth scene, the role of a life coach. A life coach is like a lighthouse, a beacon of clarity amidst the fog of uncertainty. They illuminate the path by helping individuals recognize their potential. You see, we all have reservoirs of untapped talent within us, waiting to be discovered. However, sometimes we need someone else's perspective to see what's been there all along. A life coach uses their expertise to help us identify our strengths and weaknesses. They help us understand ourselves better, and in doing so, reveal the vast potential that lies within us. But recognition of potential is just the first step. Once we have a clearer understanding of our capabilities, the next phase is setting goals. Here again, a life coach plays a pivotal role. They assist us in crafting smart, realistic, and achievable goals. They help us to break down our ultimate objectives into smaller, manageable tasks, making the journey to success less overwhelming. Goal setting with a life coach is not about creating a rigid plan that leaves no room for flexibility. On the contrary, it's about setting a direction. It's about having a clear vision of where you want to go, but also being open to detours and alternative paths. It's about understanding that success is not a straight line, but a winding road filled with ups and downs. Now, speaking of ups and downs leads us to the next critical role of a life coach: navigating obstacles. Every journey, however well planned, will inevitably face hurdles. These obstacles can sometimes be daunting, causing us to question our abilities and even our goals. But a life coach helps us to see these obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. They provide us with tools and strategies to overcome these challenges, empowering us to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones. A life coach doesn't just tell us what to do. Instead, they guide us in finding our own solutions. They ask probing questions, encouraging us to think critically and make informed decisions. They foster a safe space where we can express our fears, doubts, and hopes without judgment. They provide us with a sounding board, offering us an opportunity to reflect on our thoughts and actions. In essence, a life coach is like a compass. They don't dictate our path, but they help us find our way. They don't walk the journey for us, but they walk with us, providing support, guidance, and encouragement every step of the way. So, how can a life coach guide you on your journey to success? By helping you recognize your potential, set goals, and navigate obstacles. By being your sounding board, your cheerleader, and your guide. By empowering you to take control of your journey, to make informed decisions, and to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. A life coach can be your compass, guiding you on your journey to success. Who are the people who have tapped into their potential and achieved extraordinary success? Let's take a journey through the annals of accomplishment and draw inspiration from those who have unlocked their potential and soared to the heights of success. First, we have the story of Thomas Edison, a man whose name is synonymous with invention and innovation. Despite being labeled as too stupid to learn anything by his teachers, Edison went on to hold more than 1,000 patents, revolutionizing the world with his inventions like the electric light bulb. His story is a shining testament to the power of determination and tenacity in unleashing one's potential. Next, we have the tale of Eleanor Roosevelt, a woman who transformed the role of the First Lady and became a leading advocate for human rights. Despite living in a time when women were expected to stay in the shadows, Roosevelt harnessed her potential and used her platform to effect meaningful change. Her life serves as a powerful reminder that our potential is not defined by societal expectations, but by our own passion and commitment. Then there's the story of Stephen Hawking, a man who defied all odds to become one of the most influential physicists of our time. Diagnosed with a debilitating disease that left him almost entirely paralyzed, Hawking didn't let his physical limitations stop him. He harnessed his intellectual potential and made groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the universe. His life is a testament to the fact that potential is not bound by physical constraints, but is instead a measure of our spirit and intellect. And let's not forget about Oprah Winfrey, a woman who rose from poverty and hardship to become a media mogul and philanthropist. Winfrey faced numerous obstacles on her path to success, but she never let them deter her. She tapped into her potential, and with determination and grit, she built an empire that has had a profound influence on audiences around the world. Her journey underscores that success is not determined by our circumstances, but by our will to harness our potential and pursue our dreams. These are just a few examples of individuals who have tapped into their potential and achieved extraordinary success. Their stories are diverse, but they all share a common thread. They recognized their potential and had the courage to unleash it. They faced challenges and setbacks, but they never let them stand in the way of their dreams. These stories show us that success is not a product of luck or privilege, but of hard work, determination, and the courage to harness our potential. They remind us that each of us has the power within to achieve our dreams and make a difference in the world. So, let's take inspiration from these stories and remember that we too have the potential to create our own success story. These stories show us that success is within reach when you tap into your potential. So, what does your journey to success look like? Your journey to success begins with an understanding of self. It's about recognizing your potential, that unique blend of abilities, talents, and qualities that make you who you are. It's about acknowledging that within you lies a power, a force that can be harnessed to achieve great things. It's about accepting that you are a work in progress, continually learning, growing, and evolving on your path to becoming the best version of yourself. The next step in your journey is setting goals. Goals give our lives direction and purpose. They provide a roadmap, a clear path that guides us towards our desired destination. But it's not enough to simply set goals. You need to ensure that they are smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This keeps you focused, motivated, and accountable, propelling you forward on your journey to success. It's also crucial to maintain a growth mindset throughout your journey. This is the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, understanding that failure is not a permanent condition, but a stepping stone to success. It's about embracing change, taking risks, and stepping outside your comfort zone. This mindset fuels your journey, igniting your passion and driving you towards your goals. Now, even with all these elements in place, your journey won't always be smooth sailing. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and detours along the way. But remember, these are not roadblocks, they are merely speed bumps. They are challenges designed to test your resolve, strengthen your character, and refine your skills. They are opportunities for growth and learning, stepping stones on your path to success. Sometimes you may need a little help navigating these challenges. This is where guidance comes in. Whether it's from a life coach, a mentor, or a trusted advisor, having someone to guide you, support you, and hold you accountable can be immensely beneficial. They can provide valuable insights, perspectives, and strategies that you might not see on your own. They can help you stay focused, motivated, and on track towards your goals. Finally, remember that success is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about reaching a specific point or achieving a specific goal. It's about the journey itself, the experiences you have, the lessons you learn, the growth you achieve, and the person you become along the way. It's about recognizing that every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every goal you achieve brings you one step closer to your ultimate vision of success. Remember, the journey to success starts with you. It's about making the choice to take that first step, to embark on that journey, to unleash your potential, and to create a life of success, fulfillment, and happiness. So what are you waiting for? Your journey to success starts now. So, are you ready to tap into your potential and embark on your journey to success? In the past half an hour, we've explored the boundless nature of human potential. We've delved into the science that underpins our capacity for growth and achievement, and we've seen the transformative power of tapping into that potential. The key takeaways are clear. We all have an untapped reservoir of potential within us, and harnessing that capability can lead to extraordinary success. We've learned that understanding what success means to us individually is the first crucial step. We all have unique definitions of success, and recognizing what truly matters to us is the linchpin to unlocking our potential. Success isn't one size fits all. It's personal, and it's tied to our deepest values and aspirations. Moreover, we've discovered the importance of overcoming obstacles. Challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones, helping us build resilience and strength. They shape us, and it's through overcoming these trials that we grow and unlock new layers of our potential. We've also discussed the significant role that a life coach can play in this journey. A life coach can act as a guide, helping us navigate our path to success. They can provide valuable insights, challenge our assumptions, and push us to reach new heights. We've heard stories of individuals who have harnessed their potential to achieve remarkable feats. Their journeys serve as both inspiration and testament to the power of human potential. They've shown us that with determination, perseverance, and self-belief, we can reach our goals and fulfill our dreams. Remember, your journey to success is your own. It's a personal voyage, one that is as unique as you are. It's about discovering who you are, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and using them to your advantage. Your potential is your power. Unleash it, and the world is yours. The journey may not always be easy, but the rewards of tapping into your potential are worth the effort. So get out there and start making your dreams a reality. Your boundless potential is waiting to be unlocked. Now that you know the power within you, what will you do next? It's a question that requires introspection, a moment of pause in our busy lives to evaluate our potential and how we can harness it to achieve our life goals. You've seen the science, you've heard the success stories, and you've learned about the role a life coach can play in unlocking your potential. But none of this information holds any value if it isn't followed by action. Let's consider the next step. It could be as simple as setting a goal. Goals act as the compass that guides our actions, providing a clear direction to our efforts. It could be a personal goal, a professional aspiration, or a dream that you've always carried in your heart. Be it big or small, what matters is that it's meaningful to you. Perhaps your next step is seeking a life coach. A life coach can be a catalyst in your journey of self-discovery, helping you to understand your strengths, overcome your weaknesses, and transform your potential into performance. They can challenge your assumptions, broaden your perspective, and inspire you to reach heights you never thought possible. Or maybe your next step is simply taking some time for self-reflection. Reflecting on our experiences, our choices, and our reactions can provide valuable insights into our character and our potential. It can help us understand what drives us, what holds us back, and what we truly want from life. The key here is to take a step, any step. It doesn't have to be perfect or monumental. It just needs to be a step forward. Because the journey to success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a series of small, consistent steps that, over time, lead to significant change. So take a moment, reflect on what you've learned, consider your next step, and then take it. It's your journey, and it's time to make it count. Remember, the journey to success starts with a single step. Take that step today.